Hi, I'm Gary White for Central Kentucky Television. I'm here with Bob Monroe, who is a member of the board for the Bardstown Community Theater. We're going to talk about some of the exciting stuff coming up with the theater here in Bardstown. You have a full season coming up for the 2014-2015 season, right?
Yes, so actually we've already kind of started it with our specials. In addition to our regular slate of shows that we do, we also do some specials. Like for the last 4 years now, we've been doing something with the Kentucky Railway Museum, a murder mystery dinner theater out there. And we're going to be expanding that this year to include the Chuckleberry Winery. We've done it in the past with the Spring Hill Winery, and we're going into Chuckleberry in November. So in addition to that, we have our full assortment of shows. The next one up will be Anne of Green Gables in September.
Okay, so with the different events that you have, can they find out when these murder mysteries are on your website?
Yes,
okay.
BardstownCommunityTheater.com has all of that information, tells you a little bit about each show, gives kind of a synopsis, tells you what the performance dates and times are, gives you ticket prices, and you can actually order tickets online.
Okay, super. So BardstownCommunityTheater.com. Okay, so let's start off. You have, in September, you have Anne of Green Gables that's going to be taking place, right?
Right.
And that's going to be at Nelson County High School. Is that a children's production, or?
Yeah, it's some younger kids, some older kids, some young adults, 18 to early 20s type of thing.
Okay.
So it's definitely oriented towards the kids.
And that's going to be September 12th and 13th at 7:30 p.m. and September 14th at 2 o'clock p.m. at the Nelson County High School Auditorium. Then, coming up, you have a revival of a program you did last year, right?
Right. We did Rocky Horror Show last year in cooperation with a splinter group of BCT called the Dark Alley Players, and because we really honestly weren't sure how well something of that nature was going to be received in Bardstown. We were very pleased to find out that it was received very well. Folks were excited about it, happy about it. We had people coming in dressed in costume, and everybody kind of knew the lines along with the actors and that type of thing. So it was a very interactive show. It was a lot of fun. So we thought it'd be a good idea to bring that back. So we're doing that for Halloween weekend.
Okay.
That Friday and Saturday, October 31st and November 1st. 2 shows a night, 7:30 and then a late show at 11.
And that's at the Civic Center.
And that's at the Civic Center.
Okay, and you're actually having auditions for that coming up too. So if you ever want to be part of the Rocky Horror Show, you can be, right?
Right. Those auditions are set for Friday and Saturday and Sunday, the 15th and 16th.
16th and 17th. Yep.
16th and
Saturday
17th.
and Sunday, August 16th and 17th.
And they're 2 to 4 p.m. and we're looking for people that can sing. People that can do some acting, can do some movement pieces, because there's some choreographed dance numbers and that type of thing. For people that are less sure of themselves in those skill areas, then we do have parts for the Phantoms, which basically are supporting players who sit with the audience and help coach people with lines and that type of thing, and just kind of help keep the whole audience involvement going on.
Because it's an interactive production,
Right.
You actually encourage the audience to
take
part.
We actually sell packets to help them take part. There's a lot of interactive stuff, including throwing of toast. There's squirt guns. There's hot dogs to throw. There's a newspaper to hold over your head, and toilet paper rolls to throw, and that's. I mean, it's a very interactive, and we sell those action packs to the audience when they come in.
Super. So that's going to be the second year for the Rocky Horror Show. That will be at the Civic Center. And again, you can find out information on all those shows, as well as the other shows that you have going on at their website, BardstownCommunityTheater.com, right?
Correct.
Because you have a full slate coming up. You're going to have a Christmas production, it looks like, an opera that you're doing?
Yes, I'm all in the Night Visitors, which is going to be done at the Bardstown Methodist Church.
Okay.
And that'll be interesting. It'll be a little bit of a departure for us, but it's a very familiar show to a lot of people, and so I'm anticipating that we'll have a good turnout for that.
So it seems too that you're actually, and that's going to be in January when
Right.
you're doing, well, that's going to be January 16th and 17th. The Ho Ho Ho, the Santa Claus Chronicles will be December 19th and 20th.
Right,
and the
just
21st.
before Christmas.
Right, and I'm sure you'll have auditions and stuff for that coming up as well, right?
Right.
Right.
And all the audition announcements will also be on the website as well.
Okay, super. You're doing another musical too coming up in March, Hairspray.
Right, Hairspray, very familiar musical to a lot of people. Been very popular over the years on Broadway and also in community theater across the country. And we're really looking forward to that. That's a kind of a big production.
Right. You need a lot of people.
A lot of people for that. Yeah.
Yes. Now, something on here that I haven't seen, The Underpants. That's another production you're going to be doing.
Well, that's a comedy written by Steve Martin.
Okay.
And it's a relatively new show. It's only been out for a couple of years now.
Okay.
And so we're trying to...
Steve Martin, the actor.
Steve Martin, the actor, right.
Yeah.
That's the actor, comedian.
15th, 16th, and 17th for that. So that should be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Now, with these murder mysteries that you're doing, you said that you have some of them coming up with the Railway Museum. So is the actual ride where the murder mystery is performed on that one? And that's down in New Haven, correct?
Right. At the Kentucky Railway Museum, we've been doing this in partnership with them. This is our 4th year now. And basically, people come in and they dine at the Sherwood Inn. So you get a dinner experience.
Okay.
The play starts during the course of the dinner. And then it moves on to the train, and we travel from New Haven to Boston and back, and the audience helps to solve the murder during the train ride.
Okay. Now, are these original written ones by the cast members, or do you get these mysteries elsewhere?
Actually, we've got a couple different playwrights that we've worked with in the past, and we also, as we're going through them, sometimes they're not really adapted too well to that changing of format from the restaurant onto the train and that type of thing, so then we do some rewrite. The current one that we're doing has had an extensive rewriting. The cast worked together for a couple of weeks rewriting that, and it went from basically a very small script.
Right.
We kept the same number of characters, but we added a great deal to the script. It's probably 40% larger than it was to start with, so a lot of original stuff that was added to that.
Wow, that's exciting. And again, you can find out that, I assume, on their website as well as on your website too.
Right, at Kentucky Railway Museum, on their website and on our website. And as I said, we're going to be, in November, starting a partnership with Chuckleberry Winery just outside of Bloomfield.
Yes.
And it'll be our first time working out there with those folks. We're looking forward to that as well.
Yes, and that's going to be Murder at the Winery at Chuckleberry, and you're saying that's in November,
right.
November 22nd. So again, go on to the Bardstown Community Theater website and find out some more information about all these events and all the shows that are coming up for the 2014-2015 season. And if people are interested, obviously we said you can be part of it by auditioning. You can find out on there too, but I'm sure you need others behind the scenes.
Right. We're always looking for people that can provide support behind the sines, whether it's with costumes, with makeup, with helping us find props, and with building sets, with just working behind scenes, handling those props and sets. You know, all of that takes a large number of people in a choreographed manner, and it's always great to have other people come out. And it's surprising how many people will say, well, gee, I don't really want to act, or I can't sing, or I've never been on stage before, but they come in and they get involved behind the scenes, and the next thing you know, they're kind of coaxed out there on the stage, and then they find out that they love that as much.
Exactly. So there's a whole lot going on, and it's all volunteer, correct? So if you'd like to take part, again, you can visit the website, find out some more information. Do you have a phone number too that they can give a call to?
They can reach my phone at any time at 510-5293. There also is a new phone at the office, and I cannot remember the number.
We can probably go on the website.
But it's on the website.
Yeah, and their office is at the Civic Center?
The office actually is in Spalding Hall.
Okay, it's in Spalding Hall. Right. Okay, very good. So that's about the Bardstown Community Theater. A lot going on there, a full season. Again, visit their website, bardstowncommunitytheater.com. Find out some more. Thank you very much for visiting with us.
I appreciate it. Glad to have you.
Sure.
All right.
Again, I've been talking with Bob Monroe. This is Gary White for Central Kentucky Television.